Dawson Bolton, Ryan Guerin, James Markley up against Hazelbaker here. Throws ball one. And my apologies because we were not recording that first inning. So the Grizzlies had a one-run first inning, a RBI single to right field by Ryan Dutton, scoring Zach Terrier, who had led off the game with a single. Hazelbaker pitched a clean top of the first. And he's behind in the count 2-0 here to Bolton, the Nashua North second baseman, leading off the second. Called strike there, 2-1.
Yeah, Hazelbaker find himself in the rhythm here. He can pound that strike zone.
Little low there, apparently 3-1. He hasn't had consistent work. Early in the season, he was getting consistent work. It's with the rainouts and all that. Yeah. You're like a week between efforts out there on the mound. So it can't be easy. Swing and a miss. That was an awkward swing there.
I think he was looking off speed and handcuffed him on that.
2-2 or 3-2.
It's full, yeah.
Popped up on the infield. Will it stay in play? I don't think so. Dutton over, but it's halfway up the hill.
Yeah, Hazelbaker working deliberately here in the second.
Full count. Ground ball is short. Terrier in, throws. No problem getting it out of the glove that time.
Yeah, he got a nice hop on that and on the run made a nice throw to get the first out of the inning. I think the batter actually swung at the ball. Kind of was high and he chopped down on it.
The tomahawk chop?
Yeah, tomahawk chop.
This is the pitcher, Ryan Guerin. Kind of diminutive.
Yep. Yeah, not a hard thrower, but you know how lefties are.
Hit in the air to right pretty well. Back Bennett. He's still going back. Not going to get it. Guerin put a charge into that one. I called him diminutive. He didn't like it.
I told you the ball carries really well here. That was way out there in the gap. No one was getting that ball. Senior, right?
I think so, yeah. He didn't play for the Titans last year. He was not on the team, so Coach Harris was excited to have him back. I think that's Coach Harris there at third. He's been the coach at Nashua North, I think, for 7-8 years now. Was just thrilled with that semifinal appearance last year. Ground ball, third base. Dutton grabs it, looks the runner back, throws for the out. They're going to try and get him at third. Low throw, and Guerin able to advance. But good play by Dutton to get the guy going down to first.
Yeah, I think it was more important to get the out there. Smart base running there by the pitcher, I guess, and advanced to third, 2 outs.
Jacob Monroe, the number 8 hitter, the first baseman. Not their regular first baseman. Getting a shot today. Hazelbaker misses low and away. 2 outs in the inning, runner on third, the tying run at third. Ripped up the middle. That's going to score a run. Monroe RBI single, and the game is tied at 1.
So we may see the reason why he's playing at first base here today. In practice, he must be hitting, and the coach saw that and inserted him and delivered right away.
Jaden Bolio, the left fielder, up now with 2 outs and a runner on first. The throw to first off the mark, but Maddox Turk able to keep it from going out into the fence area. There's a lot of foul territory, especially on that first base side. Fastball from Hazelbaker is in there, called strike.
Yeah, any overthrow or anything in the foul territory is multiple bases by the runners, I would imagine.
0-1 pitch. Good stop by Gaudette.
Ooh,
Kept it in front. The runner was heading towards second, had to dive back into first.
He fell down.
That just skated a little too far away from Dylan.
Yeah.
One and one the count. Two and one.
Yeah, this is an easy game to look past if you're looking ahead towards Friday. So Grizzly's gonna
Trap game.
it's a trap game, no doubt.
Swing and a miss at the high heater.
Nashua is a very scrappy team for sure. You can tell.
2 and 2. Two outs in the inning. Hazelbaker trying to shut the door and keep this a 1-1 game. Swings and misses at the breaker. And they get one to tie it. And after 1.5, it's 1-1 North and Goffstown. Six, 7, 8 for the Grizzlies here against Guerin in the second. LaFawn, Turk, then Bennett. Baxter to follow if someone can get on. Ball one high to LaFawn. Right now, it's sitting atop the leaderboard, I think, for RBIs in Division One.
Yes, he is.
We got to get a Maddox Turk picture because I don't have one, and if you guys can send that to me, we'll get a picture of him up there.
I got him. Many. Got his football pictures.
Yeah, we don't want a football picture. We want a mashing baseball picture or something. With that $1 million smile. 3-0 to LaFawn.
Yeah, throwing balls here to the so-called bottom of the order of the Grizzlies lineup is the best recipe. This is not like your normal bottom of the order, though, for sure.
LaFawn ready for the 3-0. Called strike, 3-1. Hit in the air, a mile high out in center. Suchecki
Right
getting under it and puts it away.
Yeah, again, the ball carries very well here, but Adam didn't get all of that for a long fly ball out here on the top of the bottom of the second.
Turk up there with the bases empty, 1 out. And we got conference on the mound between Ramirez and the pitcher, Guerin. What are you possibly talking about? With 1 out in the second,
same
in a
old
1-1 game.
Same old story in Division One. Everybody knows Maddox, so don't put one down the middle on it because bad things generally happen.
With the bases empty, I mean,
Yeah.
I'd see if the bases were loaded. Fastball misses high.
I remember one JV game they played against Salem, and you did not see one fastball the entire day. All curveballs.
It was 3-0 on LaFawn before he flew out. Maddox rips it down the third base line. It's fair and covered quickly.
Yeah, good play by the left fielder there to cut it off. Got a good jump on that ball and held him to a single.
Hard hit ball. 1 out base runner for Bennett.
Knowing Coach Lawrence, what are we looking for here?
A bunt, and they're not expecting it. Look at their third baseman. Here
There
he
he
comes.
comes in now.
I should have spoke a little more softly.
He heard you. Nice going, Pete.
And of course, he's not squaring. 1-0 count.
I think he'll be squaring here.
Fouled
Wrong.
off his leg.
Oh.
That had to hurt.
No, we're wrong. All counts here.
One and one the count on Bennett. Turk leading off of first. Guerin holding him close, looking that way. Bennett rips it to the shortstop.
Another double play
Another
ball.
double play. They
Ooh.
turn it. Got him by a step. Good hustle by Bennett. But another 6-4-3 double play, and they're out of it. They've had two 6-4-3 double plays in the first 2 innings, and after 2, it's 1-all. Bottom of the third, 1-1 to score. Owen Hazelbaker hitting for himself today. So it's 9-1-2 for the Grizzlies here in the home half of the third against Ryan Guerin, who's got 2 double plays in the first 2 innings to get out of potential jams.
Yeah, like I mentioned, pitcher's best friend, and we haven't seen very many all year long. Never mind back-to-back.
1-0 count on Hazelbaker. Guerin's going to step off. And it looks like some activity in the Goffstown bullpen. Owen Dutton, the younger, is warming.
Yeah, I'd mentioned that Hazelbaker looks a little...
Ripped in the air to center.
That's deep, but he's
Suchecki back and reaches up and makes the catch. Hazelbaker gave it a ride, but Suchecki's one of the better defensive center fielders in the game, and he tracked that down.
That was an incredible catch, and ball, like I said, carried extremely well here, and Hazelbaker put a charge in that ball. That's 400 feet to that dead center.
Terrier up with 1 out. He singled his first time, scored the Goffstown run. Takes a called strike from Guerin. And Guerin's in pretty good shape in terms of pitches. That was number 38 right there.
Double plays will do that for you.
Yeah. 0-1 count. Curveball stays in. Terrier trying to get out of the way of that one and almost hit the corner. 1-1 the count. Up high, 2-1.
Yeah, he's having trouble with that grip or trying to spin that curveball. I thought our Grizzlies should sit on fastball here.
2-1 the count on Terrier. Ball low and away, 3-1. Hitters count here for Terrier. Misses low.
In the dirt, yeah.
So a 1 out base runner for Ethan Strand.
Oddly enough, the left-handed pitcher on lefty batters is usually has the advantage, but he looked uncomfortable with those last 2 hitters, especially after Owen Hazelbaker sent that ball over 350 feet in the air.
Strand up, runner on first. That one spiked. Good stop by Ramirez.
Very nice. Saved an advancement there.
That might have hurt the midsection there. He was like feeling his belly. Or thanking it for stopping that.
Yeah.
1-0 count on Strand. Durham on deck. There, nope, Terrier fakes. There's a throw to first, and he's back safely. The pitch was called a ball, 2-0 on Strand.
He's low. He's been low this inning.
Here comes the pitching coach.
Yeah, he's probably wondering, similar to Owen Hazelbaker, his top of the third looks like they're struggling physically or with a mound or both.
School out, like officially?
Here?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah. I think we're just near graduation.
Yeah, either last week or this week coming up.
Ceremonies coming up here, yeah.
2-0 count on Strand, 1 out, base runner Terrier at first, 1-1 tie in the third. Strand rips it to left. It's going to get down in front of the left fielder. Bolio grabs it, and it's a one-base advance on a line drive single by Ethan Strand.
Yeah, ball hit very hard to the left fielder, but he's definitely sneaking towards the line. Both he, Strand, and Maddox's balls, he got to extremely quickly, and ball was in the infield before they basically even reached first base.
Noah up. He grounded into a double play in the same situation, although there was nobody out in the first when he did it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's struggling with that off-speed pitch, and the Grizzly hitters are. I think they know that now, being a senior class. They're sitting on that fastball.
1-0 count on Durham. Terrier at second, Strand at first. Fouled, off. 1-1 on Noah.
Yeah, Noah's out in front of that pitch. It looked like a really good one to hit.
Ball and a strike. 1 out, the runners leading off of first and second. There goes Terrier running for third. They're going to have a steal. They're going to throw to second and try and get Stand on the backside, but he's safe too.
Well, the catcher hesitated there because he wasn't sure whether Terrier was going to just bolt home, so he gave it that extra pump, giving Ethan time to slide in safely.
So there's the first steal of the year for Zach.
Steal a third, no less.
Yeah, I know, huh? My dad will be rejoicing when he's following on Game Changer. Hit up the middle, snared by the second baseman. They got everybody trapped, and they're not going to get anybody. As the second baseman, Bolton made a nice play, and he threw to third. Terrier really couldn't score. He had to get back, and he got in there safely.
Grizzlies dodged a bullet there. That ball was hit right at the shortstop, who's made several good plays, but the baseball gods were looking down.
So now they're loaded, and Dutton was behind that one.
Yeah, up in the zone, too. Noah's probably trying to figure out, what do I have to do to get a hit here? I'm hitting the ball hard.
They're in at the corners, 1 out, bases loaded. Grizzlies with a chance. A little low on that pitch, and another nice job by Ramirez to keep it in front of them.
Well, guess what? They're playing double play depth for a good reason, right?
Yeah, because they've already turned 2 in the first 2 innings. If they can do another one here, that'd be something. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Ooh.
Called strike. Top of the zone. 1-2 on Dutton.
I saw that one. That was definitely high, but again, less than 2 strikes, probably a good take.
1-2 to Dutton. 1 out in the inning. Bases loaded. Curveball doesn't drop in. Ball 2. I mean, you just called that a strike.
Yeah, I don't think he's thrown called a curveball strike yet today.
2-2 the count.
Can't talk too loud here. They hear everything.
That's low. Ball 3. 3-2. So the count is full. The bases are loaded. There's 1 out in the inning.
Yeah, Ryan, generally uses the whole field pretty well. Last time he hit a nice ball into the right center field gap for an RBI.
3-2 pitch from Guerin, and Guerin steps off as Terrier was kind of doing a little shake and bake action, trying to get his attention at third. Guerin working from the stretch, delivers to Dutton.
Strike 3.
Called third, strike
Yeah.
inside corner, and Dutton felt helpless.
Yeah, that was over the very inside corner, which is covered with dirt, right, as I can see from here.
Yeah. Here's Gaudette, 2 outs now. He's been so big all year, in this situation, in every situation. See what he can do here with a tie game in the third inning. There's your first curveball called strike.
Yeah.
0-1 to Gaudette, the catcher. Guerin trying to get out of this and pull another Houdini act here without the benefit of a double play. Gaudette rips it into right field.
Not this
They're
time.
going to wave Strand. Here comes the throw from Markley. It's cut off. 2-run score, and Gaudette does it again.
Dillon comes through. He's going to ride up that leaderboard in RBI. He's going to, with his teammates for sure, on that base hit to right center field.
Three to 1, Goffstown. Still 2 on for LaFawn here. Chance to put up a crooked number. LaFawn popped out to center. That one's up high. LaFawn's at bat, I think, came in the second inning.
Yeah, well hit ball, just got under it. Sure, he'll take the same type of contact here and try to make a line drive here.
1-0 count for LaFawn. Little low.
Yeah, I had a good look on that one. That was low and away.
2-0 the count on Adam LaFawn. We're in the bottom of the third. There goes the runner for third. And Durham is in there safely as the throw gets away from the third baseman. And both runners move up. So we're stealing third today.
Generally, that goes completely against all baseball knowledge.
With 2 outs?
2 outs with a left-handed hitter, so the catcher has a free run to throw, but he got a late read on that, and Noah slid it.
3-0 count on LaFawn now, second and third. And that's a strike call, top of the zone, 3-1.
Yeah, the general thinking there is any kind of base hit, Noah scores from second anyway. They're trying to get 2 out of this on the base hit.
3-1 pitch to LaFawn. Hit to second. Off the second baseman into right field. 2 are going to score. And it's 5-1.
Spells doom when you're playing the Grizzlies. Spells doom. Pitcher could have got out of the inning with just a 2-run deficit. Now it's 5-1.
5-1, a 4-run inning here. And this is all with 2 outs as well.
Yeah, second baseman just lifted his head on that. Just to feel bad for him.
Maddox, first pitch swinging, pops it into left center.
Yeah,
Suchecki there for it. And that's the out that ends the inning. But the Grizzlies get 4, and after 3, they lead it 5-1. Little breathing room here for Owen Hazelbaker as we go to the 4th inning. It's going to be 5, 6, 7. Bolton, Guerin, Markley. Bolton, that error that was costly, allowing 2 runs to score on the ground ball by LaFawn with 2 outs. And his first pitch swung at, grounded. Baxter bare hands, throws low, scoop by Turk at first.
That was a big league play right there. A good charge by Baxter on that. Barehanded it and flipped it over to first with a good stretch and scoop it. Like I said, see those at the big league level.
1 pitch, 1 out. Hazelbaker needed that. the bullpen's quiet. Owen Dutton had been stretching. I don't think he ever threw a pitch to warm up.
Yeah, he definitely was trying to stretch something out.
This is Guerin. Guerin boomed that double to right center field. Ended up scoring their run.
Yeah, that was a bomb. There's no doubt.
Hazelbaker 1-0 pitch. Another one misses low and inside. A little wild there. 2-0. Rip to left. It's going to go foul. Hit well. This kid,
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what, has got some pop in the bat.
Power. He reminds me a little bit of Logan
Simmons?
Simmons from years ago. Very similar mannerisms and swing, actually. Logan had some pop. Never did play any college ball, though.
I saw him at like almost every hockey game the last couple of years.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a fire department.
Following in his dad's footsteps.
Yep.
Misses inside, 3-1. Hazelbaker winds and fires 3-1. Where did that miss?
Low it away slightly. It's the only view we have here with left-handed batters up of the home plate.
I mean, that one looked like a pretty good pitch. I mean, you're not going to complain about that with the location in terms of the control. You know, after he's been kind of throwing it around the yard a little bit.
No.
1 out base runner. It's Markley, the right fielder.
I believe they'll try to steal it here at some point.
Ground ball, fouled off a third. Oh, 1 count on Markley.
Just missed.
A little bit away, I guess.
Yeah.
So 1-1. But
Yeah.
again, a pretty good pitch right there.
Yeah,
So
I saw Dylan's glove go across.
ball on a strike. The runner at first is Guerin. Rip to left. Strand over towards the line. Won't get it. It's foul. And thank
Boy, oh
goodness.
boy. That was, it looked fair off the bat, I'll tell you.
Yeah, like we said, there's not a lot of foul territory over there. And that hill is pretty close to the line when it gets down towards the foul pole.
Yep.
But it's a 1-2 count here now for Hazelbaker against Markley. Sun shining in strong on the field from over my shoulder. Coming in from the third base side, the west side. Breaking
Nice
ball,
pitch.
called third strike,
Beautiful
a beauty.
pitch. Best pitch of the day by Hazelbaker to get that called strike 3.
That was a hell of a pitch right there.
Yeah.
This is Monroe, the first baseman.
He had a base hit last time up.
Yes, he did. 2 outs in the inning. Runner still at first. Guerin takes a little bit of a bigger lead right there.
He's definitely going to be going now to get that runner at second base with 2 outs.
They're at the 8 spot in their order. Throw to first. Hazelbaker's thrown 60 pitches this afternoon.
Not too bad if you can get out of this, hit a low 60s.
Bounces in. Good block by Gaudette. Just knocked that down with the glove.
Yeah, that would have been a good pitch to steal on. Third base coach has got to kind of guess for when he's throwing a breaking ball.
1-0 count on Monroe. Up high with the fastball, 2-0. Hazelbaker ready for the 2-0. Misses high. It's 3-0. So
He's
3-0 count on the number 8 hitter with 2 outs in the inning and a runner on first.
changed his delivery there somewhat towards kind of sidearm. It looks like something in his side or his leg, or it's just not right.
Pumped in a
Really good
strike
pitch.
there.
Shook his arm there a little bit.
3-1 count for Hazelbaker. And the ump's saying something to the dugout here. I mean, they're not being obnoxiously loud.
That pitch was right down the middle. I'm sorry. There was no.
I don't think they're complaining about the called strike. I think he was saying something about their chatter. I don't know. Swing and a miss. He was behind that one, and it's
Really?
3-2.
I haven't even heard him.
I can hear them, cheering for their guy. It's nothing out of line.
I've heard way worse.
Oh, yeah. The count is full, 3-2. The runner will be off of first, but Hazelbaker throws to first. Three balls, 2 strikes on Monroe. Hazelbaker trying to get out of it and put another 0 on the board here in the top of the 4th. Long look in for the sign. Comes to the set position,
Going
fires.
Strike 3. Oh.
Strike
Whoa.
3 called a late indication by the umpire, but
Late.
Dylan knew it, and he strikes him out to end the inning.
I think all of the players were in the dugout before he called that one.
Yeah. Well, you might have said strike and then
Yeah.
late with the call, the hand indication. So we're going to have 8-9-1 for the Grizzlies here in the 4th against Ryan Guerin, Brock Bennett, Owen Hazelbaker, Zach Terrier. 5-1 lead for the Grizzlies. And Bennett pops it up to right. A lot of sun. And
Oh,
a catch
nice.
by Bolton, the second baseman,
baseman.
right in front of the right fielder.
Yeah, that ball hung up for quite a while, but second baseman went up and made an acrobatic catch there in front of the right fielder for the first out.
1 pitch, 1 out for Guerin, who's at 64 pitches here in the 4th. So you'd expect them to have to go to their bullpen, as we probably will as well. Here's Hazelbaker. Called strike to Owen. He ripped one to center field that Suchecki tracked down in deep center field. Bouncing in on Ramirez. One count on Hazelbaker. Tall lefty batter. Takes a strike on the outside corner. 1-2. Bending away from that one, but it drops in beautifully for a called third strike from Guerin. 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, he found the corner there on those couple fastballs, and then snuck that curveball in for strike 3.
Terrier up for the 3rd time. 1 for 1 with a walk. I believe he scored both times.
Yes.
He's been up there. Yep. 1-0 pitch. Called strike outside corner. 1-1.
Potentially widening the zone here a little bit, it seems.
On purpose, or just that's the way it's happening? Well, apparently not, because that was a close one.
Same pitch.
2-1, the count on Terrier.
A little lower, maybe.
If he can reach, Ethan would get another at bat here. Ball 3, 3-1.
Maybe he heard me. I don't know.
Yeah, he's like, you tell me I'm expanding my zone.
I wasn't talking very loud.
3-1 pitch. Ripped towards second. Up with it, and the throw to first for the out. So 1-2-3 inning for Guerin. And we go to the fifth. 5-1 Goffstown. Bottom of the order, Bolio here for Hazelbaker, sitting 66 pitches deep in this one. First pitch, inside the line at third. Could be, it's going to be just a single.
Yeah, caught Ryan Dutton playing third, even with the bag, so didn't have a chance to get a angle on that grounder.
That's only the third hit he's given up. He's got 5 strikeouts, a couple of walks. Well, once again, he's pitched very, very well. Suchecki, top of the order up there, takes a ball from Hazelbaker.
Yeah, I would say this is north inning right here, with their hitters coming up.
Throw to first. A lot of sun on that right side of the field right now. Called strike. 1-1 on Suchecki. This is a kid with a lot of skill.
Yeah. One of the best center fielders I've seen.
They got someone warming up, a right-hander down there in the bullpen. Bounces away from Gaudette. That's going to allow the runner to get it down to second. Wild pitch.
Both bullpens busy right now.
So it's Owen Dutton, the freshman in our bullpen, and I'm not sure who it is for them. Looks like a single-digit number.
One? No, number.
Runner on second now for Suchecki.
Number 6.
Ball 3. 3-1 on their leadoff hitter. I did notice that the kid 23 with the knee brace, that's Owen Forcier. He's their ace. And who's the kid I assumed that we were going to face today. But I'll tell you what, Guerin has pitched very well, even though he's trailing 5-1. Swing and a miss there by Suchecki, 3-2. Runner Bolio leads off a second. Nobody out here in the fifth for Hazelbaker. Ground ball, second base. Baxter has it. He'll go to first for the out.
Yeah, that was a good at bat by the leadoff man, advancing that runner to third with less than 2 outs to put him in closer scoring range.
1 out now for Tyler Byrne, their shortstop, who's turned 2 6-4-3 double plays today. Runner at third, Bolio, not being held. And that one gets away, and he's going to score. Sliding in head first for the second run is Bolio, and it's 5-2. Conference on the mound here. Coach Lamy out there. Conversation's over, and now Hazelbaker going to work to Tyler Byrne. 74 pitches into this one. It's 5-2, bases empty and an out. And that was a little too close for comfort for Byrne as he's diving out of the way. 2-0 on for Hazelbaker.
Yeah, I would say there's a possibility this could be his last batter.
The North reliever or potential reliever is done throwing in the bullpen, Markley. And Hazelbaker 3-0 here on Byrne. And he has not been close.
No. He's been struggling for the last few innings physically, I believe.
Called strike, the fastball pumped in there, 3-1. I mean, the velocity's still pretty good.
Yeah. He's lost a little bit, but I think most of it's confidence.
3-1 pitch. Confidently throws strike 2.
Perfect spot there. I would create a ground ball on that low strike.
Hazelbaker got it to a full count after falling behind, 3-0 on Byrne. Pop foul, out of play. So he's thrown 3 straight in the zone. That one made it to the football field.
Batter had to protect that low strike there.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Hazelbaker working from the windup here with the bases empty. 1 run in, 5-2 lead. Called third strike, outside corner.
I heard the umpire that time.
Yep, that's what we got to listen for.
He didn't motion, but he said 3.
Yeah, as long as you're loud about it, man.
Yeah, I heard him.
You do you.
The first time. The other 2, I did not hear him.
That was pitch number 80 from Hazelbaker. Now he's got Nolan Sullivan to work with. He's been on base both times he's been up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, this North team is very scrappy.
Ball high. Dutton continues to warm in the bullpen under the watchful eye of the pitching coach, Tom Lamy. And Hazelbaker misses badly with that one. Seemed to kind of slip off the mound to the side.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of the mound and a little bit of physical. He's been fighting it all day.
Ripped and caught by Ryan Dutton at third. That was hit well, but that again, right at Dutton, and he's out of the inning.
Again, dodging a bullet there, and Grizzlies were lucky to get out of that with only giving up 1 run.
So after 4.5, it's 5-2 Goffstown.
Ethan Strand here to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning for the Grizzlies.
So it's Strand to lead off and takes low from Guerin.
Still out there.
74 pitches in here in the 5th. Strand, Durham, then Dutton. Ball 2.
Yeah, both starting pitchers definitely struggling here to find the strike zone. Hazelbaker was lucky to get out of that last inning with a rocket hit off the bat for the 3rd out by a North hitter.
So Guerin's only allowed 5 hits so far. Strand 2-0 in the count. There's hit number 6 up the middle. I believe that's the 2nd hit for Strand. And Noah, who hasn't had a lot of luck on his side so far this afternoon.
No, he's been making good swings. Just hitting the ball right at people. We'll see if he can break loose here with a line drive.
Strand getting that sliding glove strapped on at first. Guerin taking a look over there. They're going to throw to first. Pitch was a ball to Durham. One and 0 on Noah. Throw to first. And it gets away. That's going to
have to be 2 runs.
At least be 1, maybe 2 bases here. They're going to make him stop at second.
Dead ball.
I mean, come on. Like, if the ball stayed in play, he's on third easy.
Oh, yeah.
All right? So I don't like that call.
Yeah, there's a dead ball area, though. You can kind of see it over there. It's behind the where the bullpen pitchers sit. And once it goes past that area, that's a dead ball, which it did.
I get it, but I mean, you're going to get third easy, you know.
Yeah.
Scoring position now, and that one bounced in on Ramirez. Nice block. Strand couldn't advance, but it's 2-0 now on Noah Durham.
A couple insurance runs would go far here for the next Grizzly pitcher, we think. Unless Owen trots back out.
Up high, 3-0.
Nothing close so far to Durham. Either he's struggling here or he's being really careful.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're not going to want to give him anything to hit here. Maybe try and get him to chase on 3-0, but
It's the kind of lineup, though, you can't be doing that with. The next hitter is just as good, just about, I would say.
so that's 4-pitch walk. And here comes the pitching coach to the mound.
Yeah, they'll bring in that reliever. Is it number 6?
Looks like they're making some moves here, or at least they're going to send someone to the bullpen. So they're going to take the ball. So it was Markley that was warming up. So Markley's going to come in from right, I believe. Guerin maybe going out to right, or who is that going out to right? Number 9?
9.
A lefty?
Lefty.
All right, so Guerin will be out of the game.
Yeah, first base open there, so they pitched
Markley.
around Durham to get to Dutton with nobody out. My personal opinion here is, again, nothing against Coach Lawrence, but I would not bunt here with a cleanup hitter up.
Eric McInnes is number 9, heading out to right. So he's replacing Guerin. Probably their best hitter.
I would imagine he's still got a hit, I would think.
I would, right?
Yeah. He pitched very well today. The reality really is basically a 3-2 game with that 2-run error at second by the second baseman. Dylan probably going to end up getting up again with strong RBI. Capability.
Dutton will square off against Markley, who started the game in right field. 2 on, nobody out for Ryan Dutton here. We're in the 5th, 5-2. Dutton, it fouled it off himself, I guess.
I believe it did hit him, but he did offer. So
here comes the ump's going to talk here.
I believe that he offered, and that's going to be a strike. Typically that's the call on those.
They might. Oh, Ryan was thinking he might be getting down to first. He's like, it hit
I
me
know,
right
but
there.
it doesn't matter. If you're offering, it's going to be called a strike. They do that in the big leagues. I've seen it too, and generally the ball that hits the batter is thrown much more velocity.
Yeah.
But if he does offer, it is a strike. And it hurts like hell.
0-1 count on Dutton. Was squaring to bunt. They got the first baseman pinched in close, Monroe. Third baseman's back deep, Bolton. And Dutton pops it up.
Infield fly rule.
Caught, and they didn't actually call it an infield fly. It might not have been high enough, right?
Might not have been. That was a tough one.
That was a tough at bat right there for Dutton. 1 out now for Gaudette.
Again, he's lucky that the pitcher does not throw hard, so he escaped without any injury. We need him for Friday.
Gaudette up there, 2 on, 1 out now. Markley got the first batter and throws strike 1 to Dylan Gaudette.
Yeah, Dylan taking that pitch there just to see how this pitcher throws. That pitch was right down the middle.
Strand at second, Durham at first. That one bounces. Nice stop by Ramirez.
Very nice stop there.
1-1.
Hindered an advancement by both Grizzly runners.
Markley delivers. Up high, 2-1. LaFond on deck. 1 out in the inning. Strand, the runner at second, who singled. Durham on at first. He walked.
Outside.
Missing away. 3-1. So hitters count here for Gaudette. Markley working from the stretch, ready for the 3-1 to Gaudette.
Inside.
Missed inside. They're loaded.
So now we see why Adam LaFawn leads the division, if not the state of New Hampshire, in RBIs. Bases loaded. 1 out.
It seems like Gaudette and LaFawn are always up with the bases loaded.
Yep.
1 out in the inning. They're in on the corners. Double play depth up the middle. LaFawn trying to drive one. Takes it low.
Yeah, Adam is always very difficult to double up, so a good spot here for the Grizzlies.
Markley with the 1-0 pitch. LaFawn fouls it off in the batter's box. 1-1.
That pitch looked really juicy to Adam, but I think it was a little high, just fouling it off.
5-2 the score. It's been a grinder. One ball and a strike on Adam LaFond. Strand off a third, Durham off a second. Gaudette off a first. Up high. 2-1.
Yeah, as a batter, you want to definitely get the ball in the air here somewhere into the outfield to score that run from third.
They're playing him really deep in right field.
Yeah.
Pretty deep in center as well. Fouled off towards the Goffstown dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes. With an out in the inning and the bases loaded, Goffstown trying to break it open. We're in the bottom of the 5th. James Markley comes set. Delivers. Bounces in.
Hit the plate.
Full count. 3-2.
Good stop by the catcher there. Again, saving a run.
Yeah, he's done a heck of a job back there.
Yeah.
Been dealing with a lot of pitches in the dirt. Here's the 3-2 pitch to LaFond. Ripped back to the pitcher, off the pitcher. Grabbed by the second baseman. He touches the base with the glove. Had the ball in the glove, and they force Gaudette. 1 run scores. LaFond safe at first on that fielder's choice.
Yeah, good at bat there by LaFond. He did hit up the middle, but the second baseman made a really nice backhanded play to touch the bag, get that forced the out at second base.
6-2 the score. And Turk up with runners at first and third, 2 outs. So does that go down as an RBI for Adam?
That's an RBI and a fielder's choice, yes.
Turk trying to get back into the upper echelon, the RBIs. There goes the runner. LaFawn's going to get it easily. They won't throw.
No, that's an easy bag for Adam, first and third.
And the Nashua North scorekeeper probably going, defensive indifference. And I hate that. We didn't care, so you're not going to get credit for that steal.
No,
that's a steal in my book.
That is a steal because the catcher actually made an attempt, even though it was a fake.
Turk drills it way too foul over towards where I'm parked. Ball and a strike on Turk. Ripped, caught by the third baseman.
Oh.
Hit well, but right at the third baseman, and he grabbed it. So the Grizzlies get only one run, and they lead it 6-2 after 5. All right, new pitcher for the Goffstown Grizzlies. It's the freshman Owen Dutton on in relief of the sophomore Owen Hazelbaker, who pitched a good game. He stands to win this game. Got a 6-2 lead. Gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, struck out 6, walked 2. First strike to the batter leading off. 1-1. This is Ramirez, the catcher. Looks like the JV bus might have just pulled up out there in right field. Goffstown JVs win it 10-0 today, mercy rule. 2-1 count on Ramirez.
Yeah, that curveball got away from Owen.
Three and one pitch. 4, 5, 6. Bolton, then Guerin. We assume Guerin, even though he was removed from the game as a pitcher. Swing and a miss. He got that fastball by him. It's 3 and 2 on the catcher. Leadoff batter in the 6th for Nashua North. They're trailing by 4. Called third strike. This guy is killing me with the delayed call.
I didn't hear that one. It looked like a strike from the get-go, but
yeah, I mean, it looked like a good pitch, but it was like, is it a strike? We're waiting.
We know when Dylan throws down the first that that's a dead giveaway.
Yeah. This is Bolton, the third baseman. Breaking ball missed. So Bolton, I actually credited him with an error because we actually thought he was playing second base, but it was Nolan Sullivan. They had the lineup that way.
Different, yeah.
We didn't realize it until Eagle Eye Brian Baxter noticed it. Swing and a miss. He was way behind that one. 1-1. They're like, this freshman's got some good zip.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Owen throws well, and he's sneaky.
Breaking ball hit to Ryan Dutton at third. Gobbles it, throws. First 2 down for Owen Dutton here in the 6th. And this is going to be McGinnis actually hitting. So it's not.
The right fielder, yeah. So he came in for Guerin.
Lefty hitter just like Guerin is. Ball 1 to McGinnis. He's a pretty good pitcher for them, Eric McGinnis. Lefty thrower. Ripped it off the glove of Turk. Base hit by McGinnis. That was hit very hard. So a 2-out base runner for Markley.
Yeah, it was a tough hop there, and like you said, that was a top spin, hit very well. Base hit. He didn't get a chance to get in front of it.
Yeah, that's one of those you have to look what I found type of play.
Yeah.
That's a pop-up out towards right. That's going to stay fair, and Brent Baxter
beautiful play.
made a nice bid for that one. Maddox had no chance at it, but Brent was there for the out that retires the side. So we go to the bottom of the 6th, 6-2 Goffstown. Wind's starting to pick up here as we get to the late innings. Bottom of the sixth, it's Brock Bennett, then Owen Dutton. Called strike on that breaker from Markley.
That was a good take by Brock. Little inside.
Pop up, right field, hit pretty well. Over
That's
for
fair.
McGinnis, makes the catch. So we got Sereno warming up in the bullpen there. Dutton up for an at-bat here. One out in the sixth. Good inning for Dutton on the mound in relief of Hazelbaker. Takes strike one. I don't know if Owen's had an at-bat since Delta Dental Stadium when he ripped a double. And he had to replace Sereno on a, I think, 0-2 count. There's a hit towards third, up with it. Bolton throws, and he's off the bag. He reaches on the error. Pulled him off the bag.
Owen got an at-bat down the Nashua South game and pulled a ball foul that went 330 feet. So he's been swinging a pretty good bat here. But his first baseman was definitely off the bag there. I don't know what the coach for North is complaining about, but
it was definitely off the bag.
Yeah,
now he's going to ask the home plate umpire.
I could see it from here. And the umpire actually had the best view from where he was.
Safe. Yeah, they're going to keep that call.
Yeah.
So Terrier will hit with a runner on first. See that out in left field, that maroon truck coming in with that new Aaron snowblower that's going to my house after this game.
You got snow?
I don't think we'll need snow anytime
forecast?
there. Terrier at the plate. Pitch is low. Ball one. Yeah, my parents are selling their house in Nashua, so their rental property, so they're giving me their snowblower. Throw to first, and Dutton is back diving. Terrier 1 for 2 on the day. There's Ryan Terrier coming over here. Called strike outside corner, 1-1. One and one the count. Dutton leading off of first. Markley delivers. Swing and a miss. Zach's head was looking towards the football field, the goalpost on that one.
He saw a pitch that he wanted to launch.
Another throw to first, and once again Dutton has to dive back in. 1-2 the count on Terrier. Strand, the hot-hitting Ethan Strand on deck. Popped up, coming up here. Who's got it?
Little Brian Baxter, I would imagine. Where'd he go? Brian, that was yours.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Terrier. He rips it right at the second baseman. Might be 2.
No. 2 line drives here in the last 3 or 4 batters. Right on this pitcher, but right at fielders.
2 outs in the inning for Strand. Strand's been hitting them real hard, and they haven't been able to get in front of those.
No.
So what do you think the deal is with Sereno? Is he coming in, or are you going to keep Owen out there?
I think it's kind of a safety thing if they get any base runners on, any threat.
There's another throw towards Dutton.
Any threat, he's ready. That's a good move.
Strand, ground ball, foul off a third. Owen won the count on Ethan. Owen Dutton, the runner at first with 2 outs in the inning. Missing away, they'll throw behind the runner, and once again, Dutton dirtying up that white home uniform. One-on-one count on Strand, 2 outs. Rip to left and deep.
That's deep.
That one's going back. And it's out of here. Home run, Ethan Strand. 2-run job into the rock pile and left. And the Grizzlies up 8-2. His 3rd long ball of the year.
I told you the ball carries well here. Once it gets up in it, you put a charge in it, it will go.
You want to give me 2 more runs over there?
I personally didn't think it was high enough to go over the fence. But
Yeah.
it just stayed up long enough. Yeah, Ethan got all of that one. That's 350, 360.
Ball to Durham. Eight-2. Called strike. Noah bobbing and weaving on that
I
one.
was fooled on that pitch. That looked awful good.
2-1 count. Popped up right center field. Suchecki going back. He's under it in the deepest part of the ballpark, puts it away. But the Grizzlies get a couple more on the Strand bomb, and we go to the 7th, 8-2 Goffstown. Monroe, Bolio, then Suchecki against Owen Dutton here. Swings and misses the first one. Took Dutton 12 pitches to get 3 outs in the 6th. He's now got a 6-run lead. And another one on a swing and a miss and an awkward-looking swing.
Wow. Owen, really good breaking ball there. Fooled this hitter.
A little low. 1-2 the count. Sereno's still warming. Hopefully they won't need him. And Owen keeps throwing like that.
I heard him.
I heard that one too. Bolio at the plate. Two Ks already for Dutton.
Yeah,
Plopped up. I can't see it.
Right over here behind us.
Can't see it because I was looking at my phone.
Yeah, Dutton's looks strong, and again, we get back to that confidence thing. It's easy to say with a 6-run lead.
Curveball stays high. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Bolio swings and misses. 2-2.
Looks like they're having a hard time seeing the ball here. Owen's a little sneaky.
Light could be an issue. Fouled off. 2-2 the count. Dutton ready to work. 1 out in the 7th. He winds and fires. Swing and a miss. The curveball gets him. It's up to Suchecki. Dutton winds and fires. Missing low. 1-0 the count. Two and 0. Two ball pitch to Austin Suchecki. Check swing. It's in there. Called strike 2-1.
I got the benefit of that corner right there.
Dutton has the sign he wants from Gaudette. Up high, the fastball, 3-1.
Yeah, Owen working quickly here in the top of the seventh.
3 balls and a strike on Suchecki. He walked him. Byrne will stride up for another chance. Just about 6:30 on this. What is it, Wednesday?
Wednesday, yeah.
The big game on Friday, Pinkerton.
The big dogs coming to town.
2 undefeated, potentially 12-0 teams if we can hold on. Fouled off by Byrne, 0-1 from Dutton. Turk holding the runner on Suchecki. There he goes. Throw from Gaudette is late and into center field. Suchecki thought about it, but it's going to stick at second.
Yeah, you don't want to end the game being thrown out at third.
Runner in scoring position now, but 2 outs and 2 strikes on the batter, Byrne. Dutton trying to finish this right here and now. Ground ball in between third and short. Strand charges, throws, and it's first and third.
Yeah, that ball just got up a little bit in the zone, and kid put a good swing on it to continue the inning.
Here's Sullivan. Coach Gallagher on the scene here. His team another blowout victory, mercy rule. Sullivan the batter. Ripped, knocked down by Dutton, and everybody's going to be safe.
Yeah, that's a base hit. 2 hard hit balls in a row here off Owen, but still 2 outs here.
8-3, that 2-run bomb by Ethan's making things a lot more comfortable. Runners at first and second now for Ramirez against Dutton. 8-3. Pitch low. Two outs in the 7th. Play at any base to end this here. With a catcher running on any ground balls hit. Called strike. 1-1 to Mario Ramirez. Dutton looks in, comes to the set position, deals 1-1. Fouled on top of the plate. 1-2 the count. So once again, Dutton 1 strike away. One ball, 2 strikes the count on Ramirez. Dutton deals. Curveball ripped to left. Will it hang up for Strand? He makes the catch, and this one's over. The Grizzlies behind the bat of Ethan Strand and the glove. Couple of nice plays. They are 12-0 on the season. They win this one 8-3 final over Nashua North.
Yeah, that sets up the big game on Friday against Pinkerton, another 12-0 team, and we'll see who emerges from that dogfight in Division One. Preview to a state final game, maybe.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Lonnie. Let's finish this regular season, and then we can worry about that. But I'll take a 12-0 mark going into a game on May 16th. I mean, who would have thunk that?
No.
All right, we're going to sign off. I want to thank Lonnie Amateur. My name's Pete Terrier. Hope you enjoy this. Sorry we missed the first inning or so. We'll get better next time, I promise.